to talk while I'm getting myself ready for bed. This is, okay, so to start this off, this was supposed to be like a full-on video about, like I was going to even do the shots and everything like that. Things didn't just, work out the way they were planned. I was supposed to go to another county and record while I was there. Oh my gosh, I got something in my eye. That did not go according to plan because I was supposed to go Sunday and it just did not work. And I was frustrated, so now I'm recording this to kind of talk about what's going to happen. Possibly some changes are coming. I'm terrified. Nothing worked out with the recording whatsoever. I'm gonna turn y'all see me a little bit. There we go. Nothing worked out with the recording aspect of it, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to just squash it and figure out something else for this week. Well, we're gonna do a nighttime routine as I'm explaining to you what's going on. So I have 2 lifestyle dreams that I want, and one of them, both of them are not your traditional like lifestyle dreams, I don't think. One is my goal was to be able to travel in an RV, and the other one was to live in a compound. What I mean by a compound is I buy a giant piece of land and I build some houses on it where my family can come and live. One second. That's the way that my husband and I were like, that's the way we wanted to be. We wanted to be in an RV by next year, and hopefully, we can figure out some way of like making some kind of income where we can go ahead and travel. I used to talk about this on my other channel. I'm sorry I bring up a lot of stuff that I used to talk about on my other channel, but I had that channel for 4 years. So it's like one of those things, like it's part of who I am. We always talk about like going out to Washington and staying there for like 3 weeks, living in an RV with family and the animals and whatnot. Well, every single thing pretty much got derailed. And what I mean by that is my husband was offered a job, or a job opportunity, I should say. My husband has always dreamed to be a police officer. I knew this friend, years, like over a decade. Like I've known him for a very long time. And he reached out to my husband. He was like, hey, just want to let you know we are hiring police officers. I need you to put in your application. He was terrified to tell me. We currently live I would consider it a very comfortable life. We ain't rich by any means, but we are comfortable enough that if something was to happen, we're okay. If we need to go get a new vehicle, we can go get a new vehicle. If, something breaks, we can buy another one. We are not far off where it's a struggle. If we get behind on our bills, it might take us a month to get everything caught back up. But that's kind of how we are right now. I'm trying to figure out more information about this job. Let me go ahead and wash my face real quick. While the water is heating up, I can kind of talk a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud with the faucet. So this past weekend, we went out there and we're like, all right, let's put it in our application. While I was there, I had to get some information so that I feel better. Currently, my husband gets paid weekly, which is amazing. I asked them that question and they're like, oh no, we get paid bi-weekly. And I was like, crap, there's one thing. Also, it is approximately $20,000 to $30,000 a year decrease of his income if he takes this job. That worries me. So it worried me to the point of, let me do this real quick. I try my best not to make it like a big deal that something bothers me, but I'm a woman, so it's like it shows and it's fully apparent that things bother me. I came home, I did a bunch of math about what we currently make and versus like what's the difference, and it went from that to me like really checking the numbers. And with the amount of increase currently, my husband makes anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 a week, and with the income decrease, we're looking at $1,300 every 2 weeks, which means, and I did all of the math to make sure that I was good. That means we would not be able to afford our home because our total income, like total bills and stuff for our house, is, I want to say, right under $3,000 a month. Because, we got a mortgage, we do own our home. It was just a whole thing, and he was like, yeah, we can still make it work. We can still make it work. I don't think we're gonna be able to make this work. And I'm very scared if he takes this job. Not gonna lie. But y'all gotta understand something. I'm never going to tell my husband, you can't take the job. Can't do that. He allows me to follow the things that I wanna follow. He allows me to do the things that I want to do to make me happy, and he takes care of me. For me to tell him, no, you can't switch jobs, it's kind of like a smack in the face to him. And I get that, fully get that. But I'm not gonna lie, I am really, really scared about this whole situation. And I don't think there's really anything I can say or do to prevent it from happening. The RV lifestyle will have to go away, and due to the fact that land costs more than home, just than a house, my compound dream will also go away. And we would have to go back to renting versus owning. This job has completely messed me all up. I don't want to get on here and like complain about how I feel about his job, but in the same breath, I don't want it to happen. I'm not gonna do anything to like mess it up. I'm just gonna stay quiet, because at the end of the day, it's not my life, it's part of my life, but I'm not him. He hates his job. He absolutely hates working for UPS because they are dogs up there. Complete dogs to their employees. Been under a lot of stress due to all of this. You're like, well, why are you putting out on the internet? Well, unfortunately, this is where I have my life at. And if it's going to change my life, y'all are gonna see it. And I'm not like super like over the top of my home. I'm just very grateful for what I have and where I'm at. And I really don't want it to change. Like, I'm fine if I gotta sell the house, but if I sell the house, I wanna buy another house. I don't wanna rent. And unfortunately, we would not be able to buy. Our house, we can get almost $500,000 for this house, but after paying off the current mortgage and then what's left over, it's going to end up being a lot less. But if we was to go out to where we want to live out in the country and we buy like, you know, several acres of land with a house, it's going to put us at $500,000. And with his income decrease, it's not gonna work. It's not. And I'm sure somebody in here is gonna be like, well, why don't you get a job? I can't get a job. I have extremely bad anxiety disorders where I can't get a job. I'm also what do they call it? The parent that takes over everything. I'm just gonna call it catch-all parent. So in other words, if the kids get sick at school, I'm the one that has to go get them. If something happens with the kids, I've got to go take care of it. If anything that involves the kids, my husband does not do anything. I do it. And it's been like that since we started having kids. I've tried getting jobs here and there, and it was really hard on me. So this is why I do like social media and stuff, because I can do this when I can and when I have a moment. And it's just, this is not an easy thing. Let me go change my clothes real quick, be right back. All right, that's a little bit better. Well, why am I telling y'all this? Because I really don't know where my future holds, and it's scary to me. I don't know where else to turn, what else to do. I think it's really cool that my husband wants to be a police officer. Probably not in today's world. People are assholes. I don't know what to do about this situation, and I'm going back and forth on figuring it out. I've tried showing him everything, and we can make it happen. I'm not quite sure what to do here. If y'all know of anything that I should do, tell me, because like I don't want to tell him how to live his life, and I'm not trying to get on here and complain, but I am worried. And this is gonna change our life a lot, because like academy is about 6 months long. I don't do good when I'm alone for long periods of time, especially at night. He was in the military. Him being in the military and all that, when he got out, I was like, I'm done, no more, not doing it anymore. What do y'all think? Right now I'm just staying quiet, and he's already passed the first stages of the application and he's going to panel, so I'm not quite sure what to do. Maybe I'm the asshole for even asking. I don't know. Thank you for getting unready with me and going to bed and having a conversation with me. Again, I was not trying to complain. I was venting. I was trying to get some things off my chest that's been bothering me. But I'm gonna go ahead, give me some shut eye. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Bye guys.